Some stories today from the world of desecration, and it's going to be quite fun. But before we go into that, don't forget, of course, it is the season to be investing in things to give to people who you know who are a bit strange, a bit peculiar, a bit odd, and a bit unusual. And this is the ultimate gift to give them. Okay, The Grimoire and the Herbal by Nick Dutch, available on lulu.com right this very minute. Go get yourself a copy. Lots of lovely useful information there for you. A modern herbal, namely a selection of modern approaches to alternative health and instruction on how to do magic in the form of ESP in a formalized and controlled manner. There we go. Published by the amazing Lulu Press. Right, now on with today's news. We got some Stonehenge news. There's a solar farm issue going on around the Stonehenge area. It's a new renewable energy project which has been approved. The Pagans don't like it. The Pagans don't like the solar panel near Stonehenge. They say it severs the ley lines, and protesters are using eco-magic resistance to try and protect the spirits of nature. And there's a hashtag, Save the Ley Lines petition. The pagans are demonstrating against alternative energy projects, which is going to save the planet. You're inside. Okay, now we got another hydroelectric story. There's a sacred Welsh spring which has been damned for power. The local druids are up in arms against this, and it's making the water spirits sick. There's TikTok videos showing murky waters and it not looking happy because it's going to be hydroelectric power. So the pagans who care for nature are attempting to stop hydroelectric power and attempting to stop solar power. Right, now on to the stories of the Amazon forest, where there's this is a more serious religious tension issue. There's evangelical Christian groups who are building in sacred groves. Now, I think they shouldn't be doing that. But we know the attitude of the evangelical fundamentalist Christian is expansionist. And so, yes, there are some very serious controversies around that. And they shouldn't be doing it, and it's wrong. And the Pagan Coalition are filing a complaint to the UN, and they should. Alright. The hashtag is no otters in Amazon, which is trending. That is a serious story, and that is one which, we should get behind. But there's also stories on a more humorous side of things. Museums have been returning artifacts to people and places, and some of them, there were some cursed object claims on some of them. So the people didn't want their artifacts back because it could be cursed. Also, there's stories about 3D printed replicas of sacred items. There are claims that these things don't have enough spiritual energy in them. They are soul voids. They're empty of spirit because they're 3D printed and they're not natural. And also there's been some scary stories coming out of Ouija boards which have been mass produced from the timber from a ritual site, and people are very scared about that sort of thing. Okay, well, that's your desecration stories for today. Rate, comment, subscribe, favourite and share. I will bring you more lunacy, as well as more sense, bit by bit with the passage of time. But if you want to have some sense, a good place to go is there, which is one of the few places you can go where there is a little bit more sense and reason which is blown into a world or breathed into a world which currently lacks it. So, The Grimoire and the Herbal by Nick Dutch, available on lulu.com right now. Get yourself a copy, and that will set you on the right path. Speak to you in a little while. Bye for now.